What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we back again for another episode review of the reunion for Love is Blind season 7. Honestly, after this, I just feel like I need to skip the next season. Honestly, after this, I just feel like they need to skip the whole show for now. Okay? Because what was this reunion? What was this reunion? It was an hour and 30 minutes of nothing. An hour and 30 minutes that literally could have been condensed if you want to take some things out. It could have been condensed to like 43 minutes if you want to put a whole episode up there. And honestly, it could have been condensed down more to 30 minutes. When did this become... Can we just get back... Okay. If y'all do come back for season 8, which I'm pretty sure you're already in the process of doing, what I'm going to need y'all to do is to stop bringing and doing follow-ups on people that's not on the show. People that was on seasons before. This season 7, why do I care about who was on season 4, season 3, season 2, season 1 on this reunion? Okay, I will watch that if you do a where are they now type of situation. And honestly, I just don't understand how come y'all haven't done that yet. I mean, listen, the show gets ratings, right? Everybody and their mama tune in, you know, they love the show, whatever. How come you haven't done a where are they now or like an update for the past seasons? You know what I'm saying? Do a little special on that, or go episode like it's 7 seasons, right? Prior to this, you could have started this and you could have been like a 6 episode type of situation. All right. So let's get an update on episode 1. What happened in episode 1, season 1, I should say. What's going on with the peoples there? Let's get a little life update. Episode 2. What's going on with the people on season 2? Episode 3. What's going on with people on season 3? Da 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 da. You get what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to sit here for an hour and 30 minutes just to hear mostly about everybody else. They got married, they got babies. I mean, congratulations. Who's single, who's still living their life and all that stuff. I don't care about that when I come in to look at the reunion for season 7. And I'm hoping that you get down to the get down that we want you to get down to. And you just don't. You just don't. And I just felt some type of way about that. I really felt some type of way about that. I felt like we was bamboozled because we got really nothing. And at this point, if I know that Love is Blind is Nick and Vanessa's bread and butter, it's their idea, it's their baby, but I believe at this point in time, you two, especially Nick, well, both of them, because both of them kind of get on my nerves. Sometimes he just be playing in the background and he'll let Vanessa just talk, and she just so hard. Girl, she is... I don't get it. Something about her I just don't get, okay? I don't understand the union. I don't understand the pair. That's just neither here nor there. I mean, they've been together for a minute, so I guess something is working. But at the same time, wouldn't that be something if they come out? I don't want to wish that on nobody, okay? I want love and happiness, and I want fruitful marriages. That's what I want. But at the same time, enough is enough. We need somebody else that's going to ask the real questions the right way. And that's going to keep on until we get the answers, okay? I don't know, maybe it felt like they draw back a little bit. Y'all remember that one season? I don't know if it was the last season that they did or whatever, and Vanessa got a whole bunch of backlash. And I feel like ever since then, maybe she just trying to, you know, do a little bit better, like hold back, because she ain't asking the question, she ain't being too hard. Like, girl, I wish she would have been that way on this one, because this was the season that you needed to be so hard on people for. And I'm just like, girl, y'all ain't give me what I need, okay? You just let these people, baby, we was gaslit into watching this because we thought everything was gonna be addressed and people was gonna be put in their place, and that didn't really happen. As far as we go into the season, we find out, oh girl, Jessica, who was with the dude that didn't really have no money, in season 3 or 4, she done got married to somebody. She got a little 2-year-old son. That's cute. That's for that was nice. Marshall was engaged at one point. Somebody told me that, you know, their engagement fell through because he was on that couch, and you know, he's single now. what's the girl, Nancy? She done found her man. She done moved to New York. I forgot all about her. AD was just there for AD purpose. I really feel like they just brought her there just for eye candy. Cause that's all I was looking at. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. She's very beautiful. AD is just living life, and I'm happy for her on that. Okay. Bliss and Zach, they had their little baby. They still together. Galileo. Okay. We spent a little bit too much time on that. Like, all right, the backstories and all that stuff. Because I would like, and I say this because with all sincerity, honestly, I would like to know what's going on with some of the people that's from these shows, right? From the seasons. And I would like details, not just these little quick little couple of minutes or so. I want details, like, tell me what happened, for real, for real. So that's why I'm like, put it in a separate show and give them dedicated their own episodes for each season. You get what I'm saying? I know I ain't the only one, but let's just get up into what we actually was here to look at. Let's go couple by couple. First of all, let's get the ones that's out the way that we really don't care about. Brittany and Leo. Actually, I feel like, please, before I say this, is Brittany Cause I actually kind of like her. I just don't want to eat my words. I just don't want to eat my words and find out that she's a Trumper or something. You know, I just feel some type of way about that, and I don't care who feels some type of way, but I feel some type of way. But until then, I'm gonna say Brittany is all right with me. Now, until y'all come back and y'all say otherwise, please don't crush my bubble. Okay, Brittany, you know what? I kind of felt bad for her at first because when they brought her out, first of all, they brought them out after they got through most of the couples, right? And then, you know, they were not chosen to go to Cancun because, like, the producer, like, we're going to get the people that we already know that's going to either possibly make it to the owl because we already know that y'all not, okay? And they did feel a little bit of way that they couldn't go kick it with the friends and all that stuff. I would have too. And honestly, I feel as though they should have let Brittany and Leo go to the Cancun. What would it hurt? It wouldn't have hurt nothing because, as you can see, at the end of the freaking day, half the couples, no, the majority of the couples that went to Cancun, only 2 came back and got married. So why not bring them? They could have went, and we could have saw their story played out, and it would have went just like everybody else's story who broke up and realized that they didn't have nothing in common and they were better off friends. Okay, in an intimate wife and husband type of situation. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, they was mature about their relationship and I was cool with it. I just didn't like the fact that, you know, Leo, they kept on talking. They talked to Leo more than Brittany. At one point, I was like, are we going to get to Brittany? Brittany's sitting right there and ain't nobody said nothing to her for a good 15 minutes. Leo just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And Leo could be a good guy. He just gives me one of those people that, you know, he may seem like he putting on, but he just awkward and he don't know what to really talk about. So his whole thing to go to is to talk about his money and all that stuff. Because that's the only thing that he know to talk about. And I mean, I get it at this point, but you know, they don't bother me. I do like Brittany. She was standing up for herself for the most part. You know, she said, now Brittany, I'm gonna have to tell you something. I really do feel like you did not like the way that man looked. And that's fine. But, you know, she said when she looked back at it and she saw how she kept on saying it was awkward. It wasn't awkward because, you know, it was the cameras and stuff. It was awkward because I'm supposed to lean on this person that's technically still a stranger. And I said, thank you. I am so glad that somebody finally said the truth. Bitch, regardless of the fact that we've been talking for a couple of days, you still a stranger and you want me to put all my trust and hopes and dreams into you in 2 days? Absolutely not. Okay? Just because we meet outside the pod and, oh, I said I love you in the pod or whatever, you still are a stranger. Okay? Because this is my first time seeing you. And I honestly, let me tell you this. I wouldn't kiss nobody when I first come out the pod. I couldn't be on a show like this because, first of all, I need to know everything about you. I need to know where your lips been, okay? Where have they been? Are they clean? Like, I'm that type of person, okay? Is your breath stinking? And let me tell you something. The first thing, my first kiss from a dude was the most disgusting thing ever. He was decent. I ain't even gonna say decent. He was cute. And see, at that point, you know, I feel like I got caught up in the looks type of situation, right? And then when we kissed, I wanted to throw up afterwards because his breath stunk so bad. That was the last time I kissed a nigga. Okay. I just couldn't. I was like, oh my God. Now I didn't mean when niggas and they hickey me. Okay. That's just it. But I no, y'all not finna put y'all lips on me no more. Okay. I just couldn't do it. I mean, smell like sour fucking apples that had already been, after you done licked it and you know that aftertaste that's in your mouth, and did some other stuff. I cannot quite, it just was nasty. It was nasty. I wanted to throw up in his mouth. That was disgusting. So, that's why I just couldn't be on the show like this, because I don't know what you do, okay? But at the same time, I really did. And Brittany was steadied up. Brittany was on Alex's side. I was like, okay, girl, I like that. Moving on from that, they cool, they besties though. Brittany got a man. Leo still single or whatever. But honestly, I really feel like if given a chance to actually get to know Leo probably is a cool dude. We just got to know him in a capacity that kind of turned me off. I don't like when people talk about all their money and they roll. Girl, can I talk about you? Okay, like, can we get to who you really are? Who are you without the money? Who are you without the Rolex? Okay, and the way that he acted when Hannah didn't choose him and all, girl, it was just a lie. But probably in a different situation, he'd probably be a cool dude. I mean, all the other niggas, men on the cast, they vouch for him. So there's that. Moving on from that. Who else we want to talk about? Let's get the boring people out the way. No. Let me just go there for a second. Ashley and Tyler. Ashley, you really disappointed the hell out of the majority of us. Because, granted, I get it that all of this is happening during the time that y'all are already married. Okay, we get it. Y'all been married for almost a year, if not a year. Okay, fine, cool. You decided to stick it out with this man, and you probably didn't know the severity of everything that was going on with him and his story. But at the end of the day, I really feel like you one of those type of women who really feels like their clock is ticking. They're in their 30s and they need to hurry up and get somebody. They just settling, okay? And I don't know. I just feel like you deserve so much better. I feel like you deserve so much better than somebody who would literally have himself and his whole entire circle just hide kids from you, the internet, and everything, and go onto a show and think that this stuff will not pop up. Because there is no way that you can sit there and tell me that you are literally 100% okay with everything that's going on. And if you are sure you really are saying that you are desperate. You are pathetic. And I don't see it for you. And when that man breaks your heart for real, don't come crying to us and telling us I should have listened. Because we tried to tell you. All right. And like I said, we don't want people to break up. We just want people to be with good people. And Tyler is not a good person. Tyler is dangerous. That man is a master manipulator. Okay. That man got that lady digmatized. I don't know what it is, okay? The way that he breaks down, like I said, I love it when a black man can show his emotions and he can cry a little bit. But the way that he breaks down and cry at everything, it feels very manipulative, okay? It does not feel genuine. He makes himself cry just to get people on his side. He makes himself cry to make it seem like, oh, I'm the victim, or I will never do this, listen to me. It's a very manipulative type of situation that's going on when it comes to Tyler. And that is dangerous as hell. I will never, ever see it for anybody who will hide their kids, who are deadbeats, or their partners, okay, who are not telling them, or who's okay with being around and being with them, knowing damn well that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Now, they asked him about this whole situation, right? He get up there, I already told her what was going on, okay? And, the internet tried to make it seem like it is this, and this is not what it is. And why would you think that she would still be with me if I was doing this and I was doing that? Baby, the way Nick and Vanessa did not question it, not one bit. I said, And then, Ashley, you get up there, you do your monologue, and you speaking for this man. Mind you, when he was talking, he started crying again. I said, what? What are you crying for? Because you got caught in your lie, and then trying to make up for the reason why he said that the kids probably didn't know what he looked like. Girl, if you don't stop playing, okay, if you don't stop playing, at the end of the day, yeah, you can get up there and put that story out there about how, maybe this was recorded before this came out. This part came out that we all, synced or whatever. But him getting up there talking about the fact that, he did the baby for the friend. Okay, that's fine. That's legit. But then y'all slept together and y'all had 2 kids together. Y'all had twins. But how come nobody brought up the fact that he's $30,000 allegedly in debt to child support? How come nobody brought up the fact, unless y'all didn't hear about this and we the only ones? But I just don't understand why. When was this reunion taped? Was it taped recently? Because if it was taped recently, baby, you heard about this, okay? The baby mama has said things, all right? Her mama has come out and said some things. Y'all literally scrubbed your Instagram and all of that clear of all of the kids before you got on this show. Just to make it seem like it ain't nothing out there, but it is. Oh, because she was left by her wife, I still want to come in there and help and everything. So yeah, I do all this stuff with my friends' kids and all. Nigga, if you don't stop it, And then, Ashley, you just sitting up there just eating it up. Who you think would know more, me or the internet? The internet, clearly. That man is lying to you and you are allowing it. Unless you are putting up a front and y'all had came together and said this is the game plan that we're going to do when we get up on the stage, because we're not going to embarrass each other, even though you already embarrassed me enough. And then you got your mama involved in it too, Ashley. Your mama up there talking about, I like y'all love and I want to learn from that. I said, excuse me, mama, what type of mama are you? You just stupid. And I hate to say that because I like to respect people elders. I like to respect the adults and the people that come before. But you really just sitting here thinking that all of this is okay? Because if that's the case, Ashley, your mama is giving me that her husband probably cheats on her all the time if she had him in or whatever. I don't know. She the type of person that'll just let them cheat and let them have outside kids. Anyway, moving on from them, she gonna live up in her delusional world and settling for nothing. But, do what you gotta do. Taylor and Garrett, they fine. That's just all it is. They was the most boringest couple, but the most kind of like normal couple. They literally what a normal couple is. We get in together, we get married, and we go live our life. And they ain't got no controversies around them. And it's all to the good. He didn't grew his hair out. I will say he do look a little bit better with the hair growing out. I said, what you trying to give a little bit of Fabio tease? You trying to get that length a little bit? With his little 5 o'clock shadow and everything. And let me just tell you something. Garrett, the whole time you was sitting there and everybody was cool with you, but then when you opened up your mouth, when Hannah and Nick and them was having that little conversation, and you gonna say something, I just feel like this is immature, and I'm just waiting for everybody to move on to the next topic. Excuse me. Because Nick your homeboy and Nick is over there lying and got caught up and now all of a sudden the conversation is immature. Baby, you better shut your ass up. When he said that, I said, Mr. Garrett. Not you, Popcorn. You better sit your ass back and you better be quiet. Just because you got your stuff in a row and your situation together and you got a woman that truly loves you for whatever reason, you better sit your ass there and you better just be quiet and you better observe, okay? I was just like, oh my God, Garrett, you was doing fine until you said all of that. And he was just looking like, the fuck is going on? Like, why are we doing this shit? I said, I know you not sitting here annoyed because you don't want to hear your homeboy that was up here doing dumb shit, getting called out. Baby, you shut up before we turn on you, okay? I said, Taylor, tell your man to be quiet. Squeeze his knee and tell him to hush. That's all you got to do. Girl, and she wound up staying out there in Fredericksburg with him because he can't be away from his family. And you want to know, honestly, I can't even be mad. I can't be mad because I don't want to be too far from my family either. So there's that. But at the same time, we noticed who family was in the audience and who family wasn't. Granted, I get that they live on the East Coast. You mean to tell me Mama and Daddy Garrett couldn't pop on the plane that I'm pretty sure Netflix would have paid for? Okay, mama did not want them to get married, especially not at that time. His mama did not want them to get married, but hey, it is what it is. They've been married for almost a year, and it seems like they're going good. So, congrats. Moving on from that, since we brought up Hannah and Nick, and let me tell you something. After looking at this reunion and getting some more details, I kind of understand a little bit more about Hannah and her ways, but at the same time, it really don't change nothing. It just adds to it that I feel like Nick is a bitch too, okay? Nick ain't shit either. Hannah still is insufferable. Hannah still is very much insecure, okay? But at the same time, we realized that a lot of that shit was being brought out because she been had that and because of him. And I said, oh, ain't this some shit, bitch? Okay, I just, Nick, you really had me. You been immature. We all agree with that. We agree with that. Okay, but at the same time, you get your ass up here. And it was just the way that he was responding to the questions, especially when they first started. And, talking about the breakup and all that stuff. And he was like, it's Hannah's perspective and I respect it and all that stuff. And, she's a great girl and all this. It was just way too positive. It was way too positive in the sense that it felt rehearsed. Okay. It felt like he already had an answer to what was going to be asked, and that's what it was. He was going to try to make it as positive as possible so that they can just move on past, and he going to try to take responsibility and say, yeah, we broke up, and if that's what she wanted, that's what she wanted, and I can't do nothing but respect that, and it is what it is. She's still a good girl. I still enjoy her. I still love her. I have love for her. All of that. It was given very much that. And I said, right when he started talking, I just knew he was full of it. I was like, yeah, now we about to get down to what really went down and why a lot of us was going in on Hannah and only some was going in on you, but not as hard as they needed to. Nick, the women in the pie had an issue with you, and I just didn't understand the severity and understand why a lot of them was like, yeah, girl, you don't need to be with this man. You don't need to be with this man. He's like this. He's like that. And I'm like, I don't see it. But now I do. And see, this is what I'm talking about. And this is what a lot of people was talking about throughout this season. A lot of stuff was happening that did not get caught on camera. So a lot of us, the audience, been left in the dark, and we are left to form opinions about stuff that we don't even know because we're trying to understand and y'all not showing us like what's going on. Girl, they said Nick was up in that bitch calling Hannah a grenade. I said, ooh. First of all, Hannah, you look good, girl. Hannah, I don't know what went down. Hannah went home and lost like a good 10 pounds. I said, oh, I see it all up in your face. I was like, Hannah, something different. Hannah looked good. She looked good before. I don't care about the weight situation, but it's whatever makes you happy. But she do look good. She looks very statuesque and good, And I know he over there eating his words because, well, one thing about it, two things for sure, Hannah's not an ugly person, right? And I would not consider her a grenade, okay? And Nick, you're not an ugly person either, but don't call nobody a grenade and you not a 10. You're not even a 9. And hell, bitch, you're not even an 8, okay? You're not even a 7.5. I'm going to just say that. And the way that he sat there that whole time trying to lie about saying this, and everybody and their mama is sitting on there saying, you did say that you were not here for her looks, okay? You did say this. You did say it. All right, and I was like, and Hannah found out about it. And so that makes a lot of things more interesting and makes it a lot more clear. And now I give her a little bit more leeway to treat your ass the way that she treated you. Yeah, she was doing a lot. She was way direct. She was way blunt. She was doing a whole bunch. She said, yeah, I know. I meant everything that I said. It's just my deliverance. I could have said it better. Okay? A little bit more gentler. But with that motherfucker, no, you said it exactly right. I take a little bit of the stuff that I said about you, bitch, back. Okay? I stand corrected on a few things. All right? Now, Nick, you did not save yourself not one time. Because that whole situation when she said when they was moving out and she found that note that he had in that journal, whatever, talking about his 3 goals, that he wanted to sell 2 houses and what he wanted to do, get a car, I don't know, get something else. But bitch, he said, become the most famous dude on this season of Love is Blind. Baby, let me tell you something. If you walked through the airport, I wouldn't even know who the hell you were. That's how famous you are not, okay? That's how famous and how average and all of that you are, okay? Unrecognizable, invisible, unless you put a sign on your shirt that says this, I'm Nick P from, is it Nick P or Nick D? I'm Nick from Love is Blind, Hannah's ex, okay? I would know who the fuck you were. You know what I'm saying? And then that explanation that you gave, talking about some, because it was part of a 90-day thing that, you write these 3 goals down and what you want to accomplish in 90 days and all that stuff or whatever. And so when you saw that, it said September 18th, that was at the end of the 90 days. So that's why I put the date up there, because that means that the 90 days was over. So that was the ending date, September 18th. So I had already written that before I even got selected to be on Love is Blind. I said, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, a lot don't care who tell it. And it don't even sound truthful. I know the friends sitting at home like, I ain't say this. And you know what really messed you up? You got the women saying that you said that about Hannah being a grenade, right? You got the women saying that. And then they saying that they got it from your dudes. And then when Steven was like, you know what? Yeah, you did say it. When Steven said that shit real quick, I said, well, damn, bitch, it's over. And when Marissa called Ramses out and said, he's sitting over there quiet like he always do. No shock there, bitch. Marissa was over it with Ramses. And I was too. Ramses. Whatever the hell his name is, okay? You got that. And then Ramses finally came through and said, we got to take accountability, okay? You got to take accountability. So it took for... You couldn't even be, you tried to make it seem like you're okay with Hannah, that she's still this good person and all this stuff, that you respect her and everything. You try to put on this front, but then when you get up there and you get called out by her, you get called out by the women, you can't admit to the truth. You can't admit to the truth that you did not like the way that this woman looked. You were not really attracted to her. And it makes sense to why the sexual tension was not there, why Hannah said the sex went the way that it went. He didn't want to be with her. And that's just what it was. Okay? And you was not really attracted to her. And it is what it is. And your whole goal at this point, I'm convinced now, was for you to stay true on the show so that you can get a little more airtime. So that you can do what? Become famous. That's just what it was. All right? And then it took for even Steven come out and say it. But then it took for Ramses to come out and say it. So it took for 2 guys to go ahead and coach your ass to say, yeah, you said that shit. Nick, girl, whatever, okay? And it's just so funny to me, because they had Katie up there, and all of a sudden, I was just like, the whole time I'm thinking that these girls was friends before the pod. Absolutely not. They was friends in the house, and now they was besties. I said, oh my goodness, see, y'all gotta stop this best friends. This my best friend, this my best friend, this my best friend. No, that is acquaintance. That's an associate. That is an acquaintance, okay? Y'all are not friends like that. Y'all just known each other for a couple of days. And now you best friends? Like, get the hell up out of here. Okay, you could be cool now, but at the time of the pod, for Hannah to have those issues and those feelings or whatever, no. It was a little bit too deep and talk about something. I'm thinking that I can't trust Katie now. What? The whole time this man making you feel insecure and you can't trust the bitch? The woman, I should say. You can't trust the woman? Like, girl, you got this girl sending you flowers and everything and apologizing. She said, no, it was not you, it was him. That's it. I said, are you serious? Honey, you got stuff to work on. And Nick, you definitely got stuff to work on. You just not getting your own... Anyway, Nick, you're such a disappointment. Hannah, you dodged the bullet. Well, actually, they both dodged the bullets, to be quite honest, okay? Both of them are immature as hell. Both of them got stuff to work on before they be in any type of relationship, long-term, committed, whatever, with anyone. Moving on from that, Ramses got tired of y'all talking about his 2 locks and he cut them bitches. I was looking like something is different. First of all, he got up there dressed like Milli Vanilli, okay? He got up there dressed like he was an extra in the Paloma Diamond series. Oh, my goodness. Let me just tell you something. I need to have somebody. I really need to get on the side of people that actually watch the Paloma Diamond universe on TikTok. the whole Dina, Rocky, and Al and Rhonda situation. Oh my God, the 1980s drama of it all. Bitch, I am so hooked. And I ain't got nobody to talk about it with. But, Ramses was looking like a 1980s extra, okay? With those striped pants on, with the see-through top, with the oversized jacket coat, with the brooch and everything. I said, what's going on? You got like 15 different decades on right about now, and you just couldn't choose one. You said, let me throw it all on because I want to be different. That's what it felt like you was trying to do. You was trying to be different or whatever. I feel like you felt some type of way after, you just never let go of what Marissa Mama said. Marissa Mama said, I don't like the way that you dressed. And you said, this me. I said, all right. It'd be people that be trying to be different so bad, make themselves stand out, and it just don't work. I guess, Mr. Rams, and I just was like, what was his purpose of being there? What was his purpose of being there? Because honestly, if you was just going to sit on the stage and not say nothing and only say that, you weren't trying to force her to use no contraception or get on birth control or whatever like that, because you do know what it goes through with the hormones, with the bodies and women's body and all that stuff or whatever. If that's all that you was going to say, you could have did a pre-recorded video just to put that in there, because you literally sat there. And I just felt, and I hope I'm not the only one, but something about Ramses after the way that he treated that girl, I really feel like he knew that he wasn't coming there for no love. He wanted to hook up with whoever he could hook up with, and that just so happened to be Marissa. Because the reason that he gave that he was not feeling her the whole time. The whole time. It's one of those situations where, okay, I pick you, but then when I'm seeing you and I'm with you, a lot of things about you irritate me. And one of those things is, you're just a bit much. And that's basically what it was. Remember I said she was a little bit too bubbly or whatever? She just a lot. He couldn't take that. But he couldn't be man enough to say, yeah, this ain't gonna work for me. He waited until almost the wedding day. Her mama was about to be out there. Okay? Her mama was, girl. I put some lip gloss on and it was, girl, gets fuck. But her mama, see, there you go. Her mama was about to come out there, and she had to call her mama and tell her that man broke her heart. And the way that her mama went in on him, and he was just sitting there like, okay. But it was like, he's like trying to be so subdued, like, yeah, I see what's going on. And I mean, granted, I shouldn't really say anything because I'm the one that did the hurting and everything. But, he didn't care. He didn't care, and it ain't even much to get into. That man knew that he did not want that woman. It all came down to that she was a bit much for him. And honestly, I don't even feel like that really was it. He just didn't want to get married, and that's just what it was. All of this stuff was a joke. This stuff was so... He played her so bad. He was like having to watch her, go through all of that and break. I said... You ain't want her. And Marissa, I'm going to need you to stand up and leave him alone. Because I seen the report saying that you had tried to reach out to him and tried to get back, and he said no. Leave that nigga alone. That is not the person for you. If somebody can publicly humiliate you that way, why would you want to go back to him? It's one thing to be privately humiliated, but it's another thing to be publicly humiliated. On a national platform at that, no. Okay, we not finna do that. We not finna beg or anything. Baby, we finna stand up and we finna go find what's for us. Okay? That's just what it is. Ramsey, you could go to hell. You and your clown pants. Moving on from that. Steven, on the one hand, I agree with what Steven said. Steven said, y'all want to know what happened. Y'all want to know what's in them text messages. But at the end of the day, why do I need to get up here and tell everybody what's going on and who and what happened or whatever? Because nobody's going to believe me regardless. You already feel how you feel. And we already talked about this over almost a year ago. So why do I need to bring it back up and knowing damn well nobody is going to believe what I have to say? I said, you know what? You're absolutely correct. But at the same time, you are 100% full of shit. You only saying that you're trying to gaslight us into not caring and trying to make us seem like we feel some type of way because look at you trying to get down to the T or whatever. And why we have to talk about this again when we already settled it. So why are we bringing it back up? Because it's a TV show, bitch. And you played. That's just what it was. He was really at the sleep study and had the nerve to say that that was the one and only time that he talked to that person. He never seen them in person, and they stopped talking that one day. Mind you, Monica said, I go through the text messages and stuff. That was a lot of communication that was going on for it to be just one day. It goes back and back and back and back. And I just said, Steven, just get up here and tell the truth. You were talking to other women or whatever, and that's just what it is. You were not on this show to find a lover, because the way that you just it was like you wanted a reason to get out of that relationship, so you went on ahead and you did that. And I feel like you put it out there so that that lady can find it in the first place. You want to put out there saying that you don't have a passcode on your phone. Okay, fine. And I just feel like you did that on purpose. Like you wanted her to find that so that you can say, this is over, this is done, because you didn't put up a fight. You didn't put up a fight. You did not really care at the end of the day. These people don't care. And honestly, it's like, on the one hand, can we really be upset that they don't care, given that they really don't know each other like that, and they're in the process of getting to know each other? On the one hand, I could say that, but on the other hand, I could say that's kind of fucked up, because you already knew what it was when you came there. You knew what the show was about, and you literally coming on this show playing with people's feelings. And we always see that it's the men that be playing with the women's feelings like that. It could have been a woman. I just don't remember. But every time we see it, it's the man that's playing with these feelings like that. And it's just really messed up. Steven, you are full of it. You are full of it. You did not stop talking to that lady that day. Quit playing, okay? You wasn't only just talking to her that day, okay? Stop playing. And I just feel like you're full of shit. Monica, you really did see... Once somebody tell me that they're a cheater, or that they cheated, whether it's emotionally, physically, or whatever, that is a red flag. Just because he told you, he owned up to it, and told you that this is what he did and all this stuff because you've been with other cheaters, that's not no yellow flag. That's still a red flag, and it's still something that you need to be looking out for, and that you should have just avoided. Okay, and maybe you wouldn't have been up in this situation. I really don't feel like he liked her like that. I feel like he wanted to just have sex with her. And to me, it just felt like a fetish type of thing. All right. Because he's still trying to come into his 1/3 of a 1/8 of a blackness and try to sleep with a black woman. That's just what I feel. I don't care. I don't care. Tim and Alex, my goodness. My goodness. I know it's people that don't like Alex, right? And on the one hand, now that we got some background information, I can understand, right? I can understand why I still don't like Tim. On the way here, Ashley, I get it, okay? But let me just tell you this. When they got into that first situation with, when they was in Cancun, she said she had just put her father in a facility. He was just went into a rehab facility or whatever because he has MS, right? And so, she's very close to her family, and she was feeling some type of way about her dad and all of that. I don't know what else was going on, but it was coming down on her. And after they came from the little get together in Cancun, she just wanted to be by herself. She wanted her space. That's it. And he came up in there trying to see what was going on, and she was like, I just want my space. Okay, fine. And then they get into an argument over that. And then it comes to a point where he said, she called me out my name. I never called her out her name. I never did this. I never did that. And then I don't like to argue with people. I don't argue with the person that I'm with, and I don't raise my voice, and I don't this, and I don't that. And I'm like, okay, that's understandable that you don't like that, but you literally doing the same thing that you said that you don't like right there on that stage, right then and there. You really acting that way, okay? And then the name that we found out that she called him, she was like, you up here acting like a little bitch. I said, nigga, I know that ain't the first time somebody that called you a little bitch. And I know a person like Tim, that really hits him deep because it affects his manhood. It's because he wants to be an alpha. So being called a bitch, that's less than an alpha, okay? That's less than a goddamn better. You know how they be going into it? He wants to be an alpha so bad, so he wants to appear like that. And so you bruised his ego so bad by calling him a little bitch because he was acting like one. Timothy, I'm going to tell you this. You are a bitch. Okay, and you need therapy. You need help because you claim that you didn't want to get on this show acting like an angry black man because you are a black man and the stereotypes that go to black people and you're 6 feet and 250 pounds and all this stuff. Woo, woo, woo. You literally portrayed yourself as a bitch, though. The way that you got up here and you got in your feelings so tough instead of wanting to continue to talk, instead of, the way that, and I don't ever want to see you again. That was so bitch made, baby. That was so bitch made. She ain't have to call you a bitch, baby. A lot of us, a bitch like me was calling you that, okay? And after this whole situation, I'm prone to believe what she said, okay? I'm prone to believe what she said because even with your explanation, it does not make you look good. It don't make her look good either, but it definitely don't make you look good, okay? That's just all that it is, baby. I just want you to understand. You didn't want to get on here, and she, again, she was trying to protect you because she didn't want the people to come in too and see you hollering and all that stuff, and then you trying to say, I did not raise my voice. My voice just carries. You did raise your voice enough for the producers to come in there and try to see what was going on. Obviously, somebody raised their voice, right? And black women always trying to, protect these niggas. And they just, some of them just be so fucking ungrateful. So goddamn ungrateful. And this is another case, okay? And then you getting upset. And I know somebody gonna be like, well, I would want my spouse to come and see what's going on with me if I'm on the floor crying and all that stuff. But the thing of it is, she said, I just want some space. So if you are in a relationship and your partner is going through it, yes, you are supposed to be there. But if they are saying, give me some space for a minute, give them that space, let them calm down, let them decompress, and then let them come to you with everything when they are ready, when they have calmed down and they are in that mind frame, in that headspace. That's all he had to do. So you get up in your feelings just because she didn't want to talk to you at that moment. She just wanted to be by herself because she's going through it and she wasn't ready to talk to you yet. And then it's the fact that you trying to make it seem like she really was this bad person and did something when your family came. That wasn't disrespectful at all. She spent time with your family, 4 to 6 hours, 5 hours with your goddamn family, and then have to go to work right afterwards. After she, what? The explanation that the bitch was really tired. She really was tired, and it's because she was doing a whole bunch of shit. She got to work. Then she had been with the family for like 5 to 6 hours, right? Then she had to go take a nap because she had to go to work literally from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning, and she just wanted an hour nap. Bitch, are you serious? And then you gonna go up here talking about something, and then you don't text me back. Good morning. You don't text me back when I'm talking about the tire pressure and talking about this and talking about that. Baby, just because we in a relationship don't mean that I'm gonna text you back each and every time. And the way that he was trying to make it seem like I'm not just trying to text you and trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to worry about your safety and all this stuff. It came off very controlling. And it came off very much like a huge red flag. I know Tim is up there trying to defend his actions, but the way that he is coming about it and coming off, it's coming off controlling. It's coming off like you can be abusive. Okay? I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying you're giving the tease that you don't want to give. We all picking up on it. I don't know if it's because of your military Navy background or whatever you went through, but it's coming off very controlling. And like she said, you want everything to be done the way that you want it to be done. Tim, this did not redeem you at all. Alex, it redeemed you slightly, but at the same time, you have issues too. Because Alex, let me ask you this question. Your father just being put up in a facility. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna come on no goddamn show, knowing that my head is fucked up because I'm worried about my family member. Yo, coming on this show to find a fake relationship was more important than being over there with your daddy and seeing if everything was okay? What was your priorities? Only for it to blow up in your face? Come on now. Come on now. Your life is so out of order too. And we know that just from looking about what was going on in the pod when they came into your apartment. I will never, bitch. I know your mama was like, I know this girl did not let them see that nasty ass apartment like that. But girl, you shouldn't have been on this show either. You shouldn't have been on this show either. You should have been over there with your family. That's a baggage and that's a situation that demanded more of your time. Okay? And then you wasted time. And Tim, you was trash for reading that letter to her daddy, only to tell her that day that you're not feeling it or something like that. Like, you already knew that you didn't want to be with this lady. I don't think you want to say that you fell in love with her. I truly don't feel like you did. And I feel like he realized that Alex is not one of those women that's just gonna be extra, extra submissive to him. Because that's what he wants. He wants complete submission. That's just all that it is. Whatever I say, go. You do what I say, and I'll check in on you every now and then. But as long as whatever I say, go, and you do it to the T, it's all to the good. He wants complete submission and not somebody that's going to talk back to him, not somebody that's going to stand up to him. And that's basically what it is. And I don't care what he said in the beginning. That's basically what it is. Plus, he's still dealing with the death of his sisters. And, I really feel like he sabotaged this relationship on purpose. I really did. And you need therapy. You need help to get down to the bottom of the issues that you have and to help you with the grieving process, because it is very clear that you have not grieved properly and you are not grieving properly. So, yeah, Nick and Lachey. Did y'all see 98 Degrees up there being a karaoke band? They was up there singing, Cisco's. They singing Cisco's song, and they are singing Britney Spears. I said, do they not have a big enough catalog to do their own songs? I don't want to go to nobody's concert and hear you doing somebody else's songs. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will play that one song that you got on repeat. Bitch, do that. Okay? And then somebody gonna put a tweet up and say, is it me, or did they just not know how to sing, or did they never know how to sing? 98 Degrees, out of all of the boy bands that came out back in the day, when they came out, they were the weakest link to me, okay? Because they could not sing, and they still can't. But, hey, it is what it is. Did I miss anything? Girl, Vanessa wasn't here for Ramses, and I'm talking about Marissa mama. I still like her to this day. She was right. She was right. People was like, oh, her mom is a bitch and all this stuff. Yeah, she is, but that bitch was correct. That bitch knew what was up. But anyway, if I missed anything, I really don't care. An hour and 30 minutes was just too much of nothing. Come on, Spice Girls. Okay. But anyway, y'all, I'm finna get up off of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. I hope y'all had a good holiday. Girl, I enjoyed my time yesterday immensely. I was at Usher, and he brought out Ronald Isley. Mr. Biggs, bitch. I said, oh my God. I'm happy. But anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.